you're starting off with your film career or just trying to film in general and travel and do all those things, I've been doing the same thing for about 2 years, and this has been my entire experience. From the very start, I had gotten out of a breakup, and what I've realized is a lot of people that want to do this have just gotten out of a breakup and want to go feel free. To now I have about 60,000 followers on TikTok, about 8,000 on Instagram. I've traveled to over 12 countries, filmed them, and I've done some pretty cool stuff since then. And there's a lot of growth that needs to go, and where I want to go next is into travel filmmaking and partnering with teams, some dream companies would be like Nat Geo Wild, Red Bull, and whatever. Those are my goals. And from the very beginning, like, it started off with me like thinking about different courses, trying to like see if someone could promote my Instagram better or whatever. And at the end of the day, what it comes down to is really just like posting over and over and over again, and then copying kind of like what works, the different like the headlines or different captions or whatnot. And you can come up with your own ideas too, but they have to have a hook, they have to have a body, and maybe a call to action. And that's like that's the whole 9 yards. Use trial reels on Instagram and freaking post 1 million TikToks, and all of a sudden your account will blow up. Like, there's no secret sauce, and I wish I had known that in the very beginning. You just gotta keep going. I feel like that's something I wish I knew when I first started, was that like, you don't choose your niche and then just start blasting videos. You just start blasting videos, and then your niche will be presented to you later. And that's what I wish I knew. Like, I had no idea I was a travel filmmaker when I first started. I just knew that I was blasting a bunch of videos, and then suddenly I found myself being in the travel area of the internet. And this is my declaration video, because I want to say like, hey, there's no way that I could have been sitting back here about 2 years ago when I first saw a guy, his name is Max Blackman. I saw his videos of him traveling and doing these things. He had about 5,000 followers at the time, and he had inspired me to like, oh, that is exactly what I want to do. And I have a bunch of different videos like in the past that you can see about like the mind or whatever, or like making yourself focus. I'm gonna be honest with you, I think a lot of that stuff works, and I think it's like super important to do, but it's like, I don't ever feel like any different, you know what I mean? It's more like, oh yeah, these things are super important, they're probably a really big part of it, but now it's just like natural. It's almost like learning how to skateboard, and that's like normal now. So I would definitely watch those because it's super important. But this is why it comes back together, is because I saw him and I was like, I want to be just like that guy as he's making videos. And come to find out, like a couple weeks later, I'm booking a flight to Peru with my friends, and I saw one of his videos, and I thought he was like maybe in the salt flats. But turns out he was in Bolivia, and he was going to Peru as well, to Huacachina, and we happened to have a trip at the exact same time. And that was kind of the start to one of my first like ever shooting in log moments, where I actually shot and color graded and did all those things and traveled at the same time. And it was one of the best trips of my entire life, and that's probably why I'll keep going on it, is because of Peru. And then Max ended up going off with my friend Ben and Sam. And yeah, like ever since then, I've been continuing to want to just keep traveling, keep filming, and make this my full-time thing. But partnering with a bunch of different brands is just not the most efficient way to do it. I just feel like I would like to be a part of a team that always has something going on, that I don't have to focus on like outreach all the time and like brand retainers and all of those things to make sure that I can eat. Like, I just want to film and make that my passion and have the money come in, you know? Don't we all want it to be streamlined and perfect? But yeah, that's all I really got. I just hope this inspired you to do something, because I definitely have much more to go. But it's cool to see that I've done so much now, that it's not, I'm just like a guy with a camera and a dream and maybe a couple followers or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, like I did do like public affairs in the US Army. Let my mother tell it. She'll be like, oh my God, you're the greatest ever. You did do the US Army public affairs. Like, you did get a college degree in film or whatnot. I'm about to get my degree in film. Like, you've traveled to over 12 countries or multiple countries or whatever and filmed there. I've partnered with brands all over the world, and it's like, wow, okay, cool. Yes, I have done a lot, but also I feel like I don't like to attach myself to my past or the things that I've done, because then you don't really grow. You just get attached to all the things that you've done. Like, oh, I'm so good at this. I did this thing. Aren't I cool? And I don't know. I don't really agree with that. So now I have to like build a resume. Maybe I can find a team and I'll be able to look back at this video and be like, yo, where was he? So right now I'm in a house. I live with a couple of my friends. Just back home, kind of broke. Wishing that I had a team of people that I filmed and traveled with a little bit more consistently. I've got the Utah film team. I've got my boys. We do our own little trips and whatnot, and which is super cool. I mean, if it could be me, Sam, and Ben just go on like multiple trips, I'd be insane, honestly. We just go film stories and just stay together. That'd be cool too. But yeah, so that's where we are today. What day is it? It is June 21st, 1814. So hopefully in the next 6 months, this is what growth I'm hoping for. Or yeah, 6 months. I'm hoping that I at least get to 15, 20,000 followers on Instagram. TikTok I don't really care about, but maybe we'll hit 100K on TikTok. Woo! I'm really hoping for 100K on IG. I just want to blare to 100K, not gonna lie. And then I'm hoping that I actually have like a full-time like career that's like connected to a team inside of travel, film, documentary. That is like the true goal, because I want to partner with like some company like Nat Geo Wild, Red Bull, like BMW, one of these companies that I can like say that I really do like a lot. Even Sony, I would like to do that with, or DJI, like companies that I already use consistently all the time, and be able to just continue to share my story through one of them. As you know, I can make commercial videos, I can do all the things, I know how to sell, whatever. So I'm really hoping that's just where I go. And then eventually maybe like a travel documentary that changes the minds and lives of others, that shows like hostel living, travel, like the intimate side of being free. That's my goal. So hoping for that. And yeah. My name is William Stewart. I'm a travel filmmaker. I travel to a couple of different places, and this is my goals. And if you want to learn about manifestation and changing your life or whatever, I have a bunch of different videos on that, but it's not what I do anymore. It's more like just traveling and filming and hoping to inspire some people. So yeah, cheers.